Hey there, Crustacean Nation, and welcome back to Lobster Tales on the Athens Rock Lobster Network. It's the go-to way for you fans to learn more about your favorite players. As always, I'm your host, Matteen Rad, and this year I've got some new faces to learn more about. What I already know about this one is he is an FPHL champion as of May, a Mooresville State alumnus, and he's a new member of the Athens Rock Lobsters. Welcome to the show, Chris Mott. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Let's do the first things first. What do I call you? What's the nickname? Is it Motter? Is it Motts? What is it?
It's kind of been all over the place, but usually most of the guys go by Motter or Motsy, but usually it's just Motter.
Then how are you feeling coming into this new season with a new team, especially when you're coming off an extremely memorable rookie year?
I'm really looking forward to being down here. Obviously we had a little taste of Athens last year. I think early April we got to come down here. And I was just kind of like, wow, it'd be pretty awesome to play here. And I was just fortunate enough to get the opportunity to come down and be a Rock Lobster. So I'm really looking forward to it.
We'll ask you more a little bit about that later as well. On paper, it seemed like a real whirlwind offseason for you. You lift the cup in May with Bingo. You're taken by that new Topeka franchise in the expansion draft. And then it comes out that you're involved in this trade and you're on your way to Athens. You're still getting accustomed to the requirements that are asked of a professional player. How do you feel like you've dealt with all the bouncing around over the past 5 months?
Obviously kind of like all over the place, highs and lows. I feel wasn't really expecting to kind of get picked up in that expansion draft. So kind of like from the start, I was kind of like, I didn't really want to go to a Topeka, obviously after just winning with Binghamton. So right from the start, I kind of knew I wanted to kind of get out of that situation there. And just kind of like one door closed, another one opened up, and obviously had this opportunity to come to Athens, and I just kind of jumped right on it.
You've really never been away from the state of New York long term. You're a native Long Islander, played at Mooresville State, won the championship with Bingo last season. Has it been a culture shock for you at all in these early days here in the Classic City and here in the South?
Um, a little bit, yeah. Obviously, dealing with some long winters upstate New York. Right about now, it's not too bad up there. Maybe like low 50s, high 40s. But definitely looking forward to enjoying some sun right now. Obviously, it's been mid 70s, which has been pretty sweet. Hanging out by the pool after practice and just getting some sun.
Has there been anyone on the team that's emerged as maybe a guide for you and has helped you make this transition and make the move?
Honestly, I think all like the returning guys, all the vets, super welcoming, super including on like everything you're doing. Like, hey, we're going to get food here. Like anybody's welcome. Hey, we're hanging out, watching some football, all that stuff. Which I think has been pretty awesome. Like as me being a new guy and for all the rookies as well. I know it's like a big transition. You go into a new spot, you don't really know anybody. So having like a leadership like that and all these older guys who like are very welcoming and including is definitely like makes it nice and easy.
I've seen you hang out with another new face, Carter McPhail, a little bit. What other guys on the team have you taken a liking to?
With Luke Croucher, I know they're roommates with well, Carter and Luke are roommates. A lot of honestly, just kind of everybody. I know Luke. Mike Greco, Millsy. Everybody's been awesome. So everybody kind of just hangs out together most of the time. So
You kind of brought it up a little bit earlier. You got to see Aikens Ford Arena from the other side when the Black Bears visited Athens last season. Did the building itself leave any impression on you on that trip?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, obviously they have a pretty nice setup in Binghamton, being the old Binghamton Senators Arena. So obviously, like up there, like we're used to like a pretty high standard. But coming down, obviously, a lot more modern, a lot newer. 'Cause I think that the Visions Veteran Memorial Arena was built like late early 70s. So definitely some new high tech stuff. But yeah, definitely coming in was like, wow, this would be a pretty sweet place to play.
Because of those games and you being a part of a championship team last year, fans of our league and fans of our team are familiar with your name and your numbers. But in terms of how you view the game and how you play the game, how would you describe what you bring to the ice?
I've always been like a two-way forward. Haven't always like been a huge point per game type of guy, so I find ways to contribute other ways. Like if I'm not putting the puck at the net or whatever, like big take pride in like face-offs, penalty kill, just kind of like areas of that nature. If I don't got that offensive touch that night, just making sure like locking down the D zone and just helping out everybody in ways I can.
As a two-way centerman, are there guys in the NHL level that you look to as inspiration or influence?
Yeah, definitely. Growing up, I loved Patrice Bergeron. And then once I got into college, I started to watch a lot of like Brayden Point. So both of those guys were pretty big influences on me.
First year in the pros last season, and you got yourself a ring. How would you describe your own personal growth and what you learned, maybe not only as a player, but also as a man last season?
Yeah, definitely learned a lot, built a lot of character. Obviously we had a pretty deep lineup there in Binghamton. So like there's times where you might not want to see as much ice as you were thinking, but I just kind of like put my head down and went to work, and I had the goal in my mind that I wanted to win and was going to do everything I can, whether I was in the lineup or not, and just kind of battle that adversity and just kind of keep working and just doing whatever I could.
What can you tell us about yourself that maybe hockey fans might not know about you?
Uh, I'm a pretty simple guy. Don't really like to do too much. I like to golf in the off season, love working out. I ran a few hockey camps this past summer. I used to work at a golf camp 2 summers ago. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of a simple guy. I love hanging out with my friends. Love enjoying the team, spending time with everybody. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Big coffee guy too, right?
Yeah, big coffee guy. Yep.
That's what I heard. So we're going to play a little game for the first time ever here on Lobster Tales. I call it Hottest Coffee Stays On. Chris, I'm going to ask you, which is the better coffee beverage between two selections? You'll tell me which one is better. The winner stays on until we find out at the very end which is the objective best coffee drink that money can buy. You ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to start with espresso shot or iced coffee.
Probably go iced coffee.
Iced coffee or cappuccino?
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee or cold brew?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or Americano?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or drip coffee?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or flat white?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or cortado?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or pumpkin spice latte?
Probably cold brew. I mean, maybe you get a little pumpkin spice cold brew, then that'll be a debate.
Then you're cooking, right?
Yeah.
Cold brew or macchiato?
Oh, probably cold brew.
Cold brew or frappuccino?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or regular latte?
Cold brew.
Cold brew or an affogato?
I don't know what that is, so cold brew.
It's one of my favorites. Is where you drip espresso on ice cream. Tremendous.
Oh wow. Yeah, that sounds
Very,
good.
very good. Cold brew or an Irish coffee?
Cold brew.
So is cold brew the best coffee order?
Yeah, that's usually my go-to actually. So changed it up here and there. Actually had a cold brew this afternoon from, I believe it's called Athens Cooks. It's right next to Farm Burger. We got to stop at Farm Burger for lunch. So that place, I was like, yeah, we'll go stop in, and had to get a cold brew. So
How hardcore are you? Are you black coffee kind of guy, milk and sugar? What are you?
it kind of depends. I guess it depends on like how good the coffee is. If it's good coffee, I could usually kind of just drink it black. Usually like my first time going to a place, I'll get some flavoring in there just to kind of see if I like it. And then I'll kind of, if I circle back, maybe I'll try and go just straight black. Or usually go to is just cold brew with cold foam. Sometimes if they add some flavors in there, maybe I'll do like a little vanilla cold foam. Or um, last week I think I was at Eliano's, and I got like a pumpkin spice cold foam, and that was really good.
Well, Chris, now that we've enlightened the masses, let's hear from the masses in our Question a Crustacean segment. This gives Crustacean Nation the opportunity to ask the questions they want the answers to. If you at home want to submit questions for future Lobster Tales, make sure you look out for posts from me on Athens Rock Lobsters fan page on Facebook. Our first question comes courtesy of Karen Baccarat. She asks, "What's one ritual habit from last season that you carry with you into this season? What is one that you leave behind?"
Um, Usually always got to have my pregame naps. Sometimes I'll have one, maybe two if we're on like a bus trip. But usually always got to mix in a nap in the afternoon. Usually it'll be like after our morning skates, come back, eat some breakfast, take a nap, wake up, make some lunch, and then head to the rink. Um, Ritual that I'm leaving behind, not too sure. Obviously, usually like first couple games of the season, I'll try and like do everything the same. If I didn't like that, or obviously getting used to different apartments, the situations, and like timing for all that. We'll see, but that'll probably come later on in the season once I kind of get into more of a rhythm.
Maybe was there like a go-to pregame meal in bingo that you always relied on?
Usually I would try and cook. So I usually just kind of keep it pretty simple, just do chicken and rice. I always felt like that kind of sat the best with me before games and stuff like that. So I'll probably kind of look to keep going with that.
Next question comes from my technical extraordinaire, Stephen Turner. His question is, how does the city of Athens compare to Binghamton so far? Are our returning players showing you the hot spots yet?
Yeah, definitely a nicer city, I would say. A lot more to do, I feel like. But Binghamton was a nice city, a little bit smaller, obviously. Um, a little more like surrounded by like the college, where I feel like here, obviously, you do have UGA, which is a huge part of the city, but I feel like there's a little more to do on the outskirts of Athens.
The unofficial president of the Rock Lobster fan club, Niven McCrary, asks, how does he set aside the bitter rivalry and focus on being a lobster now? Did you think there was much of a rivalry between the Black Bears and Rock Lobsters, Chris? I mean, there was only those 2 games.
I don't really think so. I guess that was obviously like we had eyes on them most of the seasons. I'm sure vice versa, right? Like two great organizations. Like you think that we're going to be playing for the finals. So obviously, yeah, I think you only get to play them twice throughout the year, but I think that's what made those games a little bit more important. Um, Going into the playoffs and everything like that. So, um, but yeah, obviously, just kind of your goal is to win, and obviously, I got a taste of that last year, and coming here to do it all over again. So, just kind of, it's in the past. Kind of just enjoy the memories, enjoy the time, but obviously, none of that has to do with this year. So, just pushing it behind and just hopefully setting sights on a winning year again.
We hear from Savannah Weekly, who asks about any superstitious rituals or routines you may have.
Um, I'm not like superstitious, but I do kind of follow the same type of routine. Like I was saying before, wake up, usually have a coffee, go to morning skate, come back. I'll usually have like a later breakfast, take a nap, wake up, make my lunch, head to the rink, and then there at the rink, I'll just kind of do the same type of warm ups right around the same time. I don't like to sit around too much before games, so I just like to keep moving. And once I'm like all warmed up, I like to get dressed and just obviously be ready for warm ups on ice.
I feel like every hockey player has the same like superstition anyway. It's like, yeah, I put my left skate on before my right skate. I was like, isn't that just being a human being? Like, I don't know if I pay much attention to which shoe I put on first, but I'm sure it's always the same one.
Yeah, I never really think about stuff that way. I know guys definitely are here and there, but yeah, I think it's more of like I just happen to do things that way. I don't like think like, oh, I gotta put my left foot on or my left skate on first, then my right. So
I like to think a guy has a superstition like that, has a terrible game, and the next day he's like, yeah, I put my right skate on before my left skate.
yeah, if it's that, gotta find something that works.
If it's not working, you got to change it up, I guess, man. Wrapping it all up today is Hope McIntyre, who asks, does Chris like meet and greets with the fans?
Yeah, we had a bunch of those last year. I mean, it's always fun getting to meet the people that support you. So yeah, definitely appreciate that. So looking forward to whatever. What else?
Last question is, what is your favorite snack or meal that you're going to miss?
Uh, Probably my mom's chicken cutlets. Those are always awesome. So usually try and have those as much as I can while I'm home. So I know she gave me the recipe. Try and make it the best I can, but never comes out the same.
Yeah, I imagine. I thought you were going to say something like a good slice or something like that, but
That
home cooked
too.
meal, nothing beats that.
Yeah, some pizza, some bagels, breakfast sandwiches. Definitely miss probably all that. So
That New York water, man, that's what they always tell me, at least.
something's in it. Yeah.
Well, Chris, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to the trip this weekend, bud.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The rest of you can meet Chris at opening night on October 25th. With the purchase of our opening night ticket package, you not only get a seat to watch your favorite team, but you also get a limited edition hat designed just for opening night. Make sure you secure your new swag and get the opening night package now at rocklobstershockey.com. That does it for Lobster Tales. We'll see you next time.